Welcome to Xenogears, episode 1 of my Let's Play. I'm really super excited to get this game going. Pretty pumped about it. This is my favorite PlayStation 1 game of all time, one of my favorite RPGs of all time, and so I'm going to be doing this Let's Play and walking through it. Now, I'm going to do this a little differently than just a standard Let's Play. This is also one of the most confusing games of all time to follow, in terms of the story and the plot line and everything. I'm going to be trying to explain some of the things that are going on as they're happening to kind of give you a sense of what's going on so you can kind of follow along, because I know the first time I played through it, I did not. So here we go. Let's play. Oops. New game.
This is an emergency. Level 1 alert.
Omega-1 restarting. Alpha-1 genome restructuring. Confirming exon replacement. Base code 85 million. 100 million. Its speed is overwhelming. Alpha-1 to raise your central. Access confirmed. Initializing fake net. Disconnected. Activating emergency shelter. Denied. Contamination is spreading widely. Captain.
Cut off the cables manually.
Roger. Activating self-destruct bolts. Confirming. No good, nothing happened. Omega-1, they are attacking. We can't stop them. 98% of our weapons have been taken over. The autopilot system Faust has been accessed, and its phase space logic is being rewritten. Ergo area is increasing. An internal plane is forming. Switching to space displacement mode. Alpha-1, confirming transfer of coordinate codes. Coordinates input, coordinate NX128, EZ061, the main planet.
Damn. So they're planning on attacking. Engine room. Activate the emergency sealing system. Engine room. Engine. See that all civilians and passengers are safely transported to the escape shuttles. I will send a dispatch after evacuation is complete. I am evacuating the ship. All of you, evacuate now.
Evacuate. Evacuate. Evacuate the ship immediately. All passengers please board the shuttles in a calm and orderly fashion.
All right. There was a lot going on there. A lot of that's going to be explained later. But what's important to know is there's something called a Deus, and that was the weapon that destroyed the ship and killed all the passengers. So we're going to flash forward hundreds of years, maybe hundreds of years, long time forward, and that's where the story picks up. The continent of Ignis in the northern hemisphere of our world, on this, the largest continent, a war has been raging between two countries for hundreds of years. In the north, the continent lies the Kislev Empire. In the south lies the desert kingdom of Ava. The war has gone on for so long that the people have forgotten the cause, knowing only the pointless circle of hostility and tragedy. The chronic war obsession was soon to encounter a devastating change. This was due to the ethos, an institution that preserves our world's culture, repairing tools and weapons excavated from the ruins of ancient civilization. At once, both countries excavated these ruins and had the ethos repaired the discoveries in order to increase their military power. The various weapons that were excavated from the ruins greatly changed the form of the warfare. The outcome of the battles between the two countries was no longer determined by man-to-man combat, but by gears. Giant humanoid fighting machines that were obtained from deep within the ruins. Eventually, after continuous swings in the state of the war, Kislev gained the upper hand. The major factor behind this lay in the enormous difference in the amount of resources buried within their ruins. But suddenly, a mysterious military force appeared in the continent of Ignis, called Gebler. This force decided to make contact with Ava. With the assistance of Gebler, the Gebler military force, Ava was able to recover from being hopelessly outnumbered to being back on even standing with Kislev. Then, taking further advantage of the newly gained momentum, Ava started to capture its own territory one by one from Kislev, showing no indication of slowing down in the invasion campaign. The remote village of Lehan in the outskirts of Ava, near the border with Kislev. Faye, huff huff, damn you. Hiya! Huff huff. It's one down. What on earth are you? No matter how often I knock you down, you still get up. Faye, stop! You must not fight here. Or are you persistent? Damn it. How come? Why did it have to come to this? So here's Faye again. Obviously, a different time, far from war. He's painting. That about does it. Alright, now for a short break. Alright, now we're actually playing. We can go around and look at things. As you see, this looks really pixelated. Even for its time, it looked really pixelated. But that was kind of the style. The Japanese maker of this game, it's received an Aqua Soul, said at the time he was trying to do the opposite of Final Fantasy VII, which had come out a little bit before this. And he wanted to have pre-rendered pixel characters in a 3D atmosphere instead of like pre-rendered backgrounds in a that 3D characters were running through. My time flies. Why, it's already been 3 years since you came to our village. When they first saw you brought in all bloody and soaken, to tell you the truth, they didn't think you were gonna make it. And that strange masked man who carried you here that day, do you think that maybe he was your real father? Don't remember anything? Why, they say you had terrible nightmares and constantly called out for your father. Who is it? Who are you? What do you want from me? To look after this boy? But now you're so healthy and strong. And it's all thanks to our village chief Lee. My, you should be grateful. Getting used to the controls still. I've got this run. That's the room I was in. Alright, I think I have to go up the stairs. Talk to some folks. You know, Faye, I'm sure that our village chief thinks of you as his own grandson. Not having any family for all those years and living on his own for oh so long. That's why he cares so very dearly about you. Please never do anything that would break his poor old heart. You promise that, Faye? There's some foreshadowing. Here's the old village chief. I can talk to him. Oh, it's you, Faye! We're in the middle of discussing the Timothy and Alice's wedding arrangements. Hey, why don't you bring a girlfriend or two home once in a while? Just because you live with an old man like me doesn't mean you have to hold back now, you hear? Why, when I was as young as you are, it would seem like every day that I would... never mind. Now, we still have important things to discuss, so don't get in the way now. I'm not going to talk to everybody in the town, just kind of the important folks. So, just so you know, there's a lot of cool stuff in this town, but he's an important folk. Timothy. Yo, hi there, Faye. Sorry for us using your house like this, but we have to talk about the big day tomorrow with the village chief. Yeah, tomorrow, huh? Your wedding with Alice. Well, that is a big day. Yeah, right. But it still hasn't hit me, really, though. Hey, Timothy, I just want to thank both you and Alice. 3 years ago, I woke up in this village without any trace of memory, and I didn't know who I was, where I'd been, or what I'd been doing up until that day. I couldn't recall a single thing. Despite that, you and Alice sympathized with me and encouraged me to go on. If the two of you hadn't been here for me, I don't know what would have become of me. Timothy, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Now you and Alice had better live happily ever after. Ha! Quit it, will ya? You don't have to go and get all mushy on me. Anyway, to me it feels like we've always been friends with you ever since we were kids. and we will go on being friends forever. Right? Of course. Oh yeah, Faye, could you stop by and check on Alice? I still have stuff to discuss with the old man and the village chief, but I'm sure she'll be glad to have some company. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. Anyway, see you later. Oh, and I really am looking forward to the ceremony tomorrow. So there you are, Faye. I have to talk to you about something. Why? Hello there, Dan. You're lively today as you are every day. Dan, don't be so rude. What's all this barging in and all? Timothy's here too? What up, Timothy? Until you marry my sister, you have nothing to do with me at all. I just have some business here with my friend Faye. So anyway, Faye, I have something to talk to you about. What is it, Dan? Sounds serious. Yeah, that's why I can't talk about it here. There's a certain person listening in who could cause us trouble. It's really important. We gotta talk. Seriously. One-on-one, man-to-man. I'll be hanging around outside, so I'll see you there later, okay? Be seeing you, Timothy. Take care of yourself until tomorrow. He's a funny little dude. Huh. What's up with him? As of tomorrow, I'm gonna be that kid's brother-in-law. That part isn't gonna be any honeymoon. Let's head to the village. Here we are, totally 3D, so I can spin around and see stuff. Whoops, I hit the wrong button for run, but I might as well show you this. This is the menu. If you played any RPGs, which you probably have, you know, you got your status, your equipment, your items, attributes, gear, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure we'll see a lot of this in the future, so I'm gonna get out of here. It's a super slow transition between the menu and everything else, but I like this little town. There's a lot going on. You can talk to the cow, I think. There we go. I think you can go down the well. And how do you get out of it? There we go. Phew, that was a close one. This well is dangerous. Perhaps it's better if I don't come here again. Well done. You found a weird item. Whoops. I keep hitting that button to run. There we go. Alright. You can run on their picnic. He yells at you, no, that was a waste of perfect good food like that. There's a lot of cool things in this game. Just the little touches. Welcome to the village of Let. Oh, it's you, Faye. Oh, don't worry. We've already considered a proud member of the Layhan community. So, how about finding you a wife and settling you down in our village, too? I'm sure if you live a peaceful life here, your memory will be bound to come back one day. You have a natural ability to paint, and I can do the martial arts rather well, I hear. And can do the martial arts rather well. Oops. I hear. I bet it's because your body remembers these things. You'll be able to breathe a sigh of relief when your memory returns to you. And don't you worry. I'm sure it will. Thanks, lady. I don't remember what... It's been a long time since I played the game. I don't remember what's in what houses, so I'm just going to wander in. Because it's an RPG, and you just have to wander into people's house and talk to their cats. And I have to check every barrel. You never know. Oh, hi, Faye. Welcome. There's somebody there. There's a kid. The big day is finally approaching, huh? Alice and Timothy's wedding is tomorrow. Hey, how about getting a stamina drink of courage and love? What do you think? Come on, you've gotta get them a present here. We're the only shop in town, you know. Alright. What kind of presents are these? These are terrible presents. Get them out of here. I don't think I have 2 Aqua Souls, so that's good. I think for now... Okay, I'm gonna save my money. go in here. I don't know why I like talking to the animals. All these people are gonna say, "Hey, Faye, you've been here a long time," and blah blah blah, and we love you, Faye. Take over our cat, Faye. Talk to you. The kids are cooler than the adults in these towns. Hi there, Faye. Did you know that beyond the Black Forest lies the great kingdom of Ava? It's got a big capital with lots of people living there. My father's working somewhere in Ava. Soon my father's going to come back, pick Mother and me up so that we can all live together in Ava. Oh, Father, please come soon. Woo. So I went in there. Whoops. Oh, there's Dan. Hey, Dan. Oh, good. Faye, you ready to talk? As you know, tomorrow's finally the day of my sister's wedding. So what I want to talk to you about is exactly that, Alice's marriage. Faye, to be perfectly honest with you, I've always wished you could have been my brother. It's still not too late. You could go and steal Alice and run off with her. If you need me to help, I'd be glad to. It may be odd for me to say this, but my sister's beautiful and a good cook. And this is just between you and me, but she's well endowed too. Oh man, some of these Japanese games, I'm sexist. So come on, go for it. Alright, so I can say let's do it or that's crazy. I'll say that's crazy. Hey, what are you talking about, Dan? Timothy and Alice are both best friends. You know I can't do that. Yeah, I know that. Well, you're gonna be late. Well, you're gonna be like that. Can't read. But if you change your mind, come and talk to me. Alright, Dan. That's weird. Alright, somewhere, one of these buildings, is this the town hall? There's a save spot. It's not this building. This is a nice building. Let's see what's in the basement. Check everywhere for some random things. Talk to the cat. What does this lady have to say? Well, if it isn't Faye, isn't this exciting to know that Timothy's wedding is going to be tomorrow? I think it's time you found a wonderful girl like Alice yourself. I think everybody in this town wants me to get married. By the way, Faye, what do you think of Lehan? It's all I know. I came here 3 years ago. I lost my memory. It's the only thing I know. It's fine. I don't dislike it. People here are good people. But someday I'd really like to leave and find my true home. To walk upon the land I was born on. I want to meet those people who've known me. I want to know who my true self is. As it is now, it feels like there's some kind of empty void within me. That's unfortunate, but I'm sure there are people out there waiting for your return. If the day comes and that happens, think about us once in a while. Remember our village. And send us money. Of course, I'll never forget. Let's forget that for now. That won't come for a long time now. While there. It's not good for an elder like me to be so hasty. There we go. Is this? This might be where the save spot is. This is probably the cabin I started in. Nope, this is it. Alright, so if you're a Square Enix fan, this character probably looks familiar. She kind of looks like Luca from Chrono Games? No, that's the second one. Chrono Trigger. Duh. Oh, good. You're lucky. You came just the right time. I think she explains how the save spot works. She explains the save spot. I'm just gonna blow through this. Sorry, guys. How about it then? Want to hear me out? Not really. What? You want to hear what I have to say? Don't you want to know? A logical comprehension, downright beautiful lecture given by me, the one and only great Luca? It is Luca. Sweet. only do you good. How will you ever know unless you hear it out? Oh, what a waste. Well, don't come crying to me when you run into trouble. Whew, wrong button. I think I remember I played this on the from the PlayStation store a couple years ago. I'm thinking the PSP, and I did that every single time I walked up to a save thing. I hit triangle, which is the jump button. So you're gonna see that a lot. All right, this looks like a great place to end episode 1. A lot more coming. We got a wedding coming up, and we got to find out what that whole battle thing was at the very beginning here. So we are going to find out in episode 2, which starts in a minute. Thanks, guys.